Another fire in California leaves another victim.
Authorities arrest a mother and her boyfriend for the death of her child.
Election votes are in for the snap election in Greece. Good morning. It's Monday, September 21st, 2015. Thanks so much for waking up with us. I'm Megan Judy.
And I'm Jack Hummel.
And I'm Tim Schmidt. We had some wonderful weather this weekend. We're going to keep it.
KOMU-8's Megan Kelly is live in downtown Columbia with what the mayor is proposing.
Yeah, Megan Kelly, KOMU-8 News.
A Detroit man is accused of planting booby-trap bombs around his home to protect his medicinal marijuana. A bomb blew up when a passerby stepped on one of the booby traps, suffering minor shrapnel injuries. Police said the suspect who planted the devices was protecting his plants, but the investigators say he exceeded the amount of marijuana he's licensed to grow for medicinal purposes. Two people charged in the death of a toddler known as Baby Doe will appear in court today. A woman discovered the body of the child, now identified as Bella Bond, on a Boston beach in June. Investigators announced her name last week and arrested her mother and mother's boyfriend. Kevin McCarthy is charged with murder, Rochelle Bond with being an accessory after the fact. Cooper County emergency crews battled a barn fire in Boonville area. The blaze happened near the intersection of Highway 87 and I-70. The Cooper County Fire Protection District says the report came in around 7:15 last night. The search continues for a man in Cooper County accused of setting 4 separate fires this weekend. The Missouri State Highway Patrol and Boonville Police are working alongside Cooper County deputies in the search. At least one of the structure fires was inside Boonville city limits. There is no word on how much damage was done. An Olympic gymnast coach dies while being held on child molestation charges.
Tracks are. It's just looks like a lot of the rain is going to dodge us this week.
Really?
In that 8-day forecast, really the only chance for rain is going to happen possibly middle of next week. So that's a good 8 to 9 days away.
So far away, not even going to think about it.
Not going to think about it? All right,
No.
we'll continue to enjoy these mild temperatures that we're having.
Thanks, Tim.
Tonight, Columbia City Council is voting to add a new position that may make it easier to get your questions answered. KOMU-8's Haley Hughes is live downtown to tell us more. A Missouri man will spend the rest of his life in prison for shooting his wife and son in 2013. A judge sentenced George Joseph to 2 life sentences and an additional 50 years without parole. Police found his wife and son dead in their home. Joseph had a gunshot wound from a failed suicide attempt. Autopsies say both the victims were shot in the head several times.
Fall's almost here, which means people will again be in the mood to give thanks.
Some may choose to volunteer their time or money if they can. Why the Better Business Bureau thinks you should read the fine print on your charity of choice before you sign the check. Apple is doing a massive cleanup of its iOS app store to remove software that infected numerous iPhone and iPad programs. Cybersecurity companies found the malware embedded in hundreds of legitimate apps. The malware can prompt fake phishing dialogues to open websites, steal login details, and write data on your clipboard. It's the first security breach sustained by Apple that they are aware of. Have you ever wanted to own a pet but you didn't have the time? You can now go to web services like rover.com to connect pet owners with people living nearby who love animals but can't spare the time or expense of owning one. They'll let you borrow their pet for a scheduled time and then return the dog back to its owner.
We'll take that. Thank you very much.
And we're headed into the time of year when a lot of Americans get into the giving mood.
But beware, experts say it means there are some scam artists out there taking advantage of your mood and then getting them into the taking mood. Details from NBC's Chris Clackham.
The next time you go to your favorite sandwich shop, don't be surprised if a turkey sandwich costs a little more. Some retailers are facing a shortage of turkey breast meat due to a shortage of birds from turkey suppliers. The bird flu is affecting larger turkeys used for turkey breast. The shortage is also hitting some local grocers and consumers at the deli counter. Does driving a red car lead to higher insurance rates? A report released today by insurancequotes.com finds 44% of Americans polled wrongly think color affects insurance rates. In fact, 53% of millennials polled believe the myth. Another myth is the belief that items stolen from your vehicle are covered by auto insurance. Volkswagen has halted the sales of its diesel cars after the EPA revealed the German automaker skirted clean air rules for nearly 500,000 cars. The German automaker faces a $37,000 fine per vehicle for the violation, a total of more than $18 billion. The cars are not used under recall, and the EPA says car owners do not need to take any immediate action. Love, dream, and protect the vulnerable. Those are just some of the messages Pope Francis brought to Cuba Sunday.
The pontiff spoke to the masses in the majority Catholic country and may have inspired its communist leader to change. NBC's Mary Maloney explains.